Test one, test one, two. Good evening, fans, and welcome to the Dog Gymnasium for tonight's matchup. That brings the Lions from Hickory Grove against your Charlotte Hawks. Before we announce the starting lineups, we ask everyone to please rise for the order of America and to play our national anthem. Now let's meet the starters for tonight's game. First, for the Lions. To the senior, number 1, Addie Lexi. Freshman, number 2, Alyssa Crouch. To the freshman, number 3, Sadie Davidson. Freshman, number 22, Alex Thompson. And senior, number 24, Mackenzie Williams. Hickory Grove is led by head coach Wayne Robinson. And for your Charlotte Latin Hawks, she's an 8th grader, number 14, Blair Martin. Senior number 3, Charlotte Blue. She's senior number 4, Lainey Edwards. Senior number 20, Molly Snyder. And senior number 25, Morgan McLaughlin. Also led by head coach Giovanni Mack.
Good evening, fans, and welcome into tonight's matchup as your Charlotte Latin Hawks take on the Hickory Grove Christian Lions. In the booth, I'm Will Wood. Joining me is Mara Sniffin. Mara, how do you see today's game going?
Well, Charlotte comes into tonight's game with a 3-1 record, having defeated Charlotte Catholic on the road Friday night. And they just defeated Concord Academy with 62-39. And they're led by Lainey Edwards with 20 points per game, and Charlotte Toon just under 5 assists per game. And they just had their victory against Catholic.
And in this game, the Lions come in 2-2, most recently being defeated by Cape Fear Academy in Wilmington on Saturday, but looking to make a response here in their only game and the Hawks' only game during the Thanksgiving break before taking on Lee Park Prep on Tuesday. It'll be the first matchup in 5 years between the squads. Last time out, Hickory Grove snatching a 3-point victory over the Hawks with a score of 35-32.
Tonight, the Hawks are expecting to come out in this 4-guard formation, and they're going to get buckets by dishing out by 3 or focusing on senior Morgan McLaughlin.
As we'll get underway here, as Lainey Edwards there with the mid-ranger in the paint, opening the scoring for the Hawks. Lainey Edwards being nominated for the Observer Player of the Week following a 20-point performance. As Charlotte Tune will draw the foul and a very quick start from the Hawks. The senior guards the ones to watch. Charlotte Tune and Lainey Edwards both adding 2, and Charlotte looking to add the and 1 here to give the Hawks a 5-point lead. She lines up the free throw, and that is nothing but net there, giving the Hawks a 5-point lead after just 15 seconds. So now Hickory Grove will take their first full possession here. Looking to make something happen, it's going to be Sadie Davidson, the freshman. Over to Mackenzie Williams, driving inside. Addie Laisley, and that will stay with the Lions.
Lions defense doing a great job of keeping them on their toes.
Now the inbound by Williams being guarded by Lainey Edwards. We'll have Alex Douglas, another freshman on this squad. Now driving inside is going to be Crouch, and Crouch will have the first bucket of the game for the Lions. The Hawks come back quickly with Tune. Tune drives inside, has McLaughlin in the paint, who will now look back for Tune. Tune now over to Martin. Martin at the top of the key. We'll have Molly Snyder. Back to Tune. Tune driving inside in the lane. That one off the backboard and no good, but Edwards with the rebound, and that one will fall. Lainey Edwards with her second bucket of the game. And the travel there by Alyssa Couch. And so the Hawks will now have the ball, looking to add on to this lead. Being bounded by Tune, but it's going to be stolen by Alyssa Crouch. And Snyder is able to steal it back. Now finding Claire Martin, and Martin will be fouled. That foul there on Crouch.
That's 2 fouls for the Hickory Grove Lions.
Claire Martin taking it up. Into McLaughlin. Over to Edwards at the top of the key. To Snyder for 3. And that one will fall. A great shot there by Molly Snyder, getting her first points of the game.
Now 3 Charlotte Latin Hawks on the board today.
And a backcourt violation there by the Lions will turn this one over. And the Hawks will win it back. Hawks now with multiple turnovers after just 2 minutes. There's a turnover there, and the and one will be won. A great sneak up there by Davidson. He's going to get the and one and try and cut into this lead. And the show will be up, and that one is going to be no good, deflected out, and the Hawks will now have it. Now Lainey Edwards over to Snyder, into Martin. Edwards inside. And that one will fall. Lainey Edwards now 6 points, 3 for 3 for the Rollins commit. And once again, that will be their second backcourt violation in just 2 possessions, and the Hawks will win it back. Some great press here, forcing 4 turnovers already.
Definitely been a lot of turnovers so far in the game. That's causing the quick lead by Latin.
And now Hickory Grove will call their first timeout of the game, and will look to assess their options, see what they can do, and just try and re-game plan to avoid these turnovers. So far, Latin being able to develop these points, all 12 so far from their 3 collegiate commits, 6 from Rollins commit Lainey Edwards, 3 from Washington Lee commit Charlotte Tune, and another 3 from Molly Snyder. As the Hawks now exit their huddle as they look to continue this on. Lainey Edwards inbounding it. Tune trying to drive in the lane, and that one will be good. Great play there by Charlotte Tune, able to find the gap and get it off the backboard.
She's had several dynamic moves today and is really contributing to Latin's success so far.
Driving inside his crouch, now finding Duddleston. Addy Lacey and Martin will have the jump ball. And the possession will stay with the Lions.
Looks to be some confusion over who's currently in the game.
As the substitution will be made as Eliza Kohler will come in for Addy Lacey. Now the Lions here. It's going to be Crouch driving inside. Over to Davidson. Davidson guarded by Martin. Some great press here by the Hawks. As Williams has it. Snyder knocks that one out and possession will stay with the Lions. Duddleston to inbound it. Into Williams, the senior captain on this side. And guarded by Snyder, another senior captain. Now driving inside will be Crouch, and she will win the foul. And now go to the line for two.
Foul to be charged number 25, Morgan McLaughlin. It's our first person, team second.
Now Charlotte Latin also has 2 fouls tonight, so 2 for Hickory Grove and 2 for Latin.
As Crouch's first one is off the rim and out. Crouch now 0 for 2 from the line, looking to sink her first one. This one high arced once again, and once again hits the rim and falls out. As Charlotte Chino will pick it up and will be fouled.
Foul to be charged number 3, Sadie Davidson. Her second person, team's third.
Now the Hawks going quickly here. Tune with it at the top of the key. Going to her right. Lainey Edwards was eyeing up the 3-pointer there, but we'll keep it. Now Sarah Hutchinson. She's got Tune. Tune with some shifty moves and will finish that one. A great play by Charlotte Tune. Zigzagging her way through the defense and finishing it in the paint. Williams. It's Davidson. Martin's done really well guarding Davidson here. Able to get out to Crouch, and now the timeout will be called by the Lions. That'll be their second already.
Lions are really struggling right now to make those moves so they can keep up with the Latins, keeping a 16-4 lead currently.
And the Hawks are just able to dominate via the paint. They've been excellent, whether it's been McLaughlin able to make some space or the guards been excellent, being able to drive inside and find that space with Tune and Edwards. But overall, the Hawks look to outskill so far, and they'll try and carry that on as we head into the second part of our first quarter.
Substitution being made with number 22, Sarah Hutchison, coming in, a freshman.
Davidson with the inbound. That time looking for Mackenzie Williams, but just falling off her fingertips and will be inbounded by Claire Martin. Tune bringing it up. Go to her left, her preferred left once again. Into Edwards. And to Snyder. Martin on the wing. He's going to drive inside. Pivoting around. It's got Edwards. Edwards in the paint, driving around, driving up, and that one will fall. Lainey Edwards once again driving inside the paint and laying that one in. Now Crouch. Over to Kohler. Now Williams. Guarded by Edwards and Snyder that time. Hawks able to put a great double press on teams. Now Duddleston will have it. Back to Williams. Guarded by Martin. Snyder comes over now. And Laney Edwards will win that. But is unable to keep it in. And the Lions are going to keep the possession. There's a couple of substitutions here. The sophomore duo of Lucy Hutchins and Harris Holmeyer will come in for Claire Martin and Molly Snyder. See this pressure again. Putting 2 players on. As Crouch drives inside, guarded by Edwards. This offense here revolving around Crouch as the 3 by Williams is up, off the rim, out, and will be rebounded by Davidson. Chune able to win it back. Now Charlotte Chune will take it up. Driving inside. The mid-ranger will not fall off the rim, but Sarah Hutchinson with the rebound. And the jump ball will be called. Possession staying with the Hawks this time. Chune with the inbound, is going to find Holmeyer. Over to Edwards. Edwards for 3. That one will fall. Fantastic shot by Edwards, taking her tally up to 10 on the day. As Chune will intercept that one, driving inside. And she gets that one to fall, extending the lead to 18.
Edwards and Chune both definitely helping with the major success line is currently having.
Now Williams. We'll look inside here for Duddleston. And the shot's up, but
Foul charge number 12, Lucy Hutchins. Her first person, team 30.
And so the ref just delaying there for the foul on Hutchins. It'll be the 3rd foul on the Hawks, and now both teams now with 1 to give before the end of the quarter. Davidson with it. So Abbott drives to her right, and the foul will be called.
Charlotte Latin defense is definitely getting aggressive here as there are several fouls happening down this part of the court.
One thing we could expect to see here heading into the second quarter and beyond is a lot of change and a lot of game time for bench players, as currently Charlotte Chune, the only starter out there on the field. And she's unable to keep that one in, and the Lions will get the ball back. Now the inbound by Williams. There's pressure by Duddleston. Back to Williams. Guarded by Holmeyer. Davidson. On the options, she's going to be able to try and play that pick and roll there with Duddleston. Williams was looking for the 3. Davidson will have it back at the top of the key. Guarded by Hugh and Chune, and now Catherine Webb will create the turnover. Chune now inside, getting the layup and extending the Hawks' lead to 20.
Charlotte 2 for the assist from Webb.
Now Williams to Duddleston. As that pass will go wayward there, but be tipped, and the Lions will keep it.
Claire Martin checking back in for the Hawks.
And the inbound by Williams. Over to Crouch. Martin with the steal, and Martin's going to try and drive inside. Looking to do it herself there. That one being pinched away, however. And the Hawks have it at the baseline. Now Martin driving inside. He's looking for Holmeyer, but the travel called. And so the Lions will have it from their own baseline. Davidson with it. For Duddleston. Duddleston guarded by Holmeyer and Hume. And the foul will be called. That'll be Lanton's 5th now. And that will send them to the line.
Although they've got a 20-point lead right now, that can be dangerous because Hickory Grove can rack up some points that way through fouls.
As the first free throw will fall off the backboard, and now she'll line up for the second. This one off the backboard once again, and neither able to fall. It's now Martin with it. That's one key thing that could affect the Lions here in this game. They are 0 for 6 from the line, and ultimately you've got to take your chances.
Legal 3, without charge number 11, Harris Holmeyer. Her first person.
And Holmeyer will be called for the illegal screen, and now the Lions will inbound it. Kenzie Williams with the inbound. The Lions looking to create one more chance here before the end of the quarter. As Crouch drives inside, isn't able to get the layup. Now Martin will take the full court heave. That one unable to fall, but it will not matter as the Hawks will carry a 24-4 lead heading into the start of the second.
Definitely doing a great job, key defense and making those offensive plays, but those fouls might catch up with them, so they gotta be careful what they do.
Hello fans, and welcome back for the start of the second quarter as your Charlotte Latin Hawks hold a 24-4 lead over the Hickory Grove Lions. As they will inbound it here, Alex Duddleston, and now Alyssa Crouch driving inside, Claire Martin able to steal it, and she's going to get it off of Alyssa Crouch, and the Hawks will have it at the baseline. Hutchins with the inbound into Martin. Martin to Webb. Now to Hume. Over to the wing as Webb drives inside, and she'll be blocked there. And the Lions are able to create the turnover. Now driving inside is Crouch. And she gets that one to fall, cutting into the lead, and Crouch will have her 6th point of the game. Now in the corner is Hume, 1 for 1 already. That one off the rim and out. They look to go on the break. Lila Abbott with it. Now over to Williams. Crouch driving inside. Off the backboard. That one not falling. Now inside it's going to be Duddleston. Over to 3 for Crouch. And that one will just airball there and be inbound at the baseline.
Lions looking to cut the lead with a drive, but are unsuccessful so far.
Now Martin bringing it up. She'll have Webb over to Hume. Hutchins. To Holmeyer. Now Hume will have it once again. With Webb. To Holmeyer in the paint. Holmeyer unable to finish that one. And it'll be rebounded by the number 22, Alex Duddleston. Hawks look to cause a turnover here. Martin with it, but just throwing that one away is... Looks as if Hickory Grove were able to force a turnover. As Crouch goes down, a collision between two teammates, but able to keep it. Williams for 3. And that one will fall. A great recovery there by the Lions. As now cut this one to 15.
Williams with several key plays in the last couple minutes that's been helping her team, but they still have a while to go to catch back up with the Hawks.
Lions foul to charge number 2, Alyssa Crouch. So second person, team's first in the second quarter.
It's the foul now called on Crouch for the flopping. It's a new rule they're really enforcing this year with the flopping between calling charges and flops. There's a flurry of substitutes for the Hawks, as all 5 starters will be back in the game. It was in the inbound to Martin. To Tune. Tune driving inside. And Tune's shot is good. Another great drive into the paint. And she's been unstoppable with those today. Now the pressure is Tune will pick that one up. Can't finish first time asking, and Edwards will be right there to get it on the second try.
It's been a powerful duo tonight. Both of them are having very great, helping each other out, get some points on the board.
Crouch no do anything there, just tumbling and turning that one over. Snyder will inbound it. Martin into McLaughlin. That's Edwards. Into Snyder. Snyder's 3 won't fall. Now the Lions will come the other way. Go inside. The shot by Williams no good. Guarded by McLaughlin. Now Edwards will find Snyder. That one behind McLaughlin, but Claire Martin able to keep it in. Martin from the elbow. Off the rim. Edwards with the rebound, but that one isn't going to be salvaged, and the Lions will keep it. Edwards trying to cause a turnover, able to get something on it, but unable to fully get it. Now driving inside, it's going to be Crouch and blocked by McLaughlin. Great play there by Morgan McLaughlin to get the stop. So Snyder will have Martin for 3. No good, and it'll be rebounded by Duddleston. Abbott coming the other way. And her mid-range won't fall, rebounded by Lainey Edwards. And the Hawks will call their first time out of the game.
You can sense the urgency in the Lions right now, but as they try, but are struggling to get it, and the Hawks are keeping that really good defense on them.
Hello fans and welcome back as we exit the Hawks timeout. So they'll look to extend their 19-point lead. Going to the break up 20, but the Lions have been able to hold their own here in the second quarter. Now Tune pivots and Snyder will take the three. That one won't fall, but Edwards trying to rebound that. And the Hawks will keep it on the Lions baseline. Now Tune into Mine. Mine with a deep two, and that one will fall. A great play there by Martin. So that will be turned over. Tune is going to pick it up, and Edwards inside, adding another two to her tally. And now the Hawks are on a roll.
She just keeps adding up points tonight, and she's doing a great job carrying the team right now.
Now, Abbott's shot is going to be off the backboard and out. Claire Martin has it. Edwards once again inside is going to have the and one. Lainey Edwards with a great play here. She's just been consistent inside the paint.
And Lucy Hutchins checking in for number 3, Charlotte Toon.
As Edwards sinks her and one, increasing the lead to 26. And the Hawks now make a double change with Harris Holmeyer and Sarah Hutchinson coming in for Molly Snyder and Morgan McLaughlin. And Mackenzie Williams with it. It's Davidson, guarded by Hutchins. As Mine will pick that one up. Driving inside and a almost fantastic finish there. But she will give up the foul following it.
Offside charge number 14, Blair Martin, her second person.
Now Mackenzie Williams will bring it up. It's Delston. That's Davidson. Davidson trying to drive inside. Now Lazy. Back to Duddleston. Out to Sadie Davidson. Abbott's mid-ranger won't fall. Rebounded by Hume. And Coach Mack called a second timeout of the game.
Hallmeyer currently limping off of the court. She might be injured, and her coaches are currently assessing.
And Hume now with the inbound. It's going to be the 8th grader Claire Martin bringing it up. Looking for Hutchins. Now Webb. Over to Hume. Hutchinson now to Webb. Looking inside for Hume. As Hume's shot is up and ultimately will roll out for a Lions baseline.
Hawks are doing a great job right now tricking the Lions defense.
Now Crouch has it. And a foul will be called on Lucy Hutchins following the play.
Offside charge number 12, Lucy Hutchins. Her second person, team set.
Second foul for the Hawks this quarter.
Now Williams with it. Into Crouch. Davidson. Now to Crouch once again. To Duddleston. Now Williams with the three. Managed to sink one earlier. That one falling short. Rebounded by the Lions. And that one will go out past the baseline and the Hawks will receive it. Webb with the inbound. Now Martin assessing the options. Scott Hutchins. Hutchins driving to her left at the top of the key. Now to Hutchinson. As Crouch will get the steal on Martin. Now Lacey. Davidson now to Williams. And Duddleston will have it now under pressure from Martin. Crouch driving inside. Lacey. To Duddleston once again. Davidson now to Williams. Williams looking for the three. Instead throws it out to Lacey. Williams driving inside. Will not get it to full, but she will win the foul. And will go to the line for two.
Hostile charge number 22, Sarah Hutchinson. Her first person.
As Williams' shot is unable to fall there, and it appears as if the Lions' free throw struggles are going to continue. And that will put an end to it there. Finally on the 8th one, they will find the net and they will cut this lead to 25. Now Martin with it. Looking to her right. Martin. As Crouch will go down there and the foul will be called against the Hawks. So 9 seconds to go here in the half. The Lions look to create one final opportunity. And that one will roll out. And it looks like that should do it here for the half. The Hawks will inbound it, but that will be it for the half. And the Hawks will take a 35-10 lead into halftime. A very, very solid half of basketball from the Hawks. In particular, from Charlotte Chune and Lainey Edwards. And overall, a half the Hawks will be happy with.
Definitely. They've had some great throws, some great defense, and they have had amazing drives. But they have had some issues with fouls, so we'll see how that continues in the second half.
And so we will take a break, but stay tuned as we'll be back in 10 for the start of the second half. Hello fans and welcome back for the start of the third quarter as your Charlotte Latin Hawks hold a 25-point lead over the Hickory Grove Lions.
It's definitely been an exciting game so far, as very special key plays from Charlotte Toon, Laney Edwards.
Yeah, Laney Edwards leading the way so far with 17. Charlotte Toon not too far behind with 13. Now Snyder is lining up for McLaughlin inside, and she will add her first points of the game. Some great play by her to get on the board. She's been a great provider so far in the paint, but able to get a couple of points of her own. So Crouch now has it. Into Dudleston. Dudleston driving inside. It's going to be blocked by McLaughlin onto the backboard. Now coming the other way, Snyder for three. And that's nothing but nylon, increasing the lead to 30. Molly Snyder now with 6. Now Crouch. I know to get that one to full. McLaughlin with the rebound. And Claire Martin will bring it up. And Charlotte Toon for three. That one won't fall. Edwards with the rebound. And Martin will have Toon. She'll try once again. This time, so much better. Nothing but net. And Toon is going to get her 16th. Now Williams has it. Into Crouch. Lady trying to get the steal. Crouch keeping it. Dudleston driving inside, is going to win the foul and will go to the line for 2.
You can sense the urgency in the Lions right now, as they are very far behind. We'll see if they can make these penny goals and get it in.
As Dudleston's is off the back of the rim. And try and get the second one to fall. This time up, off the back of the rim once again, going 0 for 2 from the Lions. That will put them at 1 for 10 today on the line. Snyder there. Trying to get her third 3 of the game, unable to get that one to fall. And the Lions will come the other way. Williams with it now. And trying to drive inside will be Crouch. The foul will be called on Claire Martin. Now the first player to hit 3 fouls in the game. Something to be wary of, despite being up all these points, and it's most likely players like Martin will be taken out of this game. Still will be wary and avoid having to be forced into that change. Now Williams with it. Guarded by Edwards, and Edwards is going to get the steal. Now driving in. Snyder, and Snyder will win the foul and go to the line.
Line foul, number 22, Alex Dudleston, our first person, team's first in the third quarter.
As Snyder's first will be off the back of the rim. Second one there, fantastic way to respond, taking her points tally up to 7. Davidson will be guarded by Snyder, trying to drive inside. That one will stay with the Lions. Williams now, Dudleston. It's Davidson, it's going to be guarded by Toon and Snyder, and now Toon will have the steal. Driving the lane. Will go down, no foul called, and that will roll out and be with the Lions. It looks as if Toon just tripped up there, and the Lions will have it.
Seen almost the entire lineup being traded in, only Claire Martin staying in right now.
Now Crouch with it. He's going to drive inside. That one off the side of the backboard. And Claire Martin will pick it up. She's got Hume to her right. She's going to keep it originally. She's going to keep it herself the entire way. She's going to finish that one off. A great play by Claire Martin. Adding her first points to the second half. Williams with it. It's Crouch. Crouch driving inside. That layup well off the top of the backboard, and she'll go once again. No foul called, but the Lions will keep it. And a timeout will be called by the Lions. And that will be their first of the half, and I believe leave them with 2. As the shot there by Williams is no good off the rim. And that will be Duddleson diving to save it. But going out of bounds, and looks as if the Lions are going to be able to keep possession. Now the inbound is going to be stolen by Martin as she drives in, and she's been able to draw the foul there. Great play there by Martin. Going coast to coast there from one side to another, and we'll go to the line for 2.
She might be young, but she is a key player tonight. Has helped with several of Latin's 46 points.
And so Martin's first trip to the line will start off at 0 for 1. She looks to respond here. Which she will. Fantastic second shot will increase the lead to 37. So now the Lions just looking to move this around. The Hawks now playing man-to-man defense. So Crouch has it, drives inside, and she's going to be able to finish that one off. Crouch with the bucket, and the first points here in the second half for the Lions. Now Hutchinson drives inside and will answer right back there. And she'll have her first points of the game. It's now a travel called on the Lions, and Catherine Webb will inbound here for the Hawks. Just under 2 minutes to play in the third, and up 37. You can imagine the Hawks are just going to potentially experiment with a couple of different plays and see what could work. Martin drives inside, and she's going to have another bucket. Claire Martin now with 5 in the second half. So now Williams has it. Inside will be Duddleston going. And the Hawks foul will be on Hutchinson. And it'll be at the baseline. Sounds like one's going to be inbounded to Duddleston. Now Davidson with it. Now it's in the fingertips of Crouch. And the Hawks will have it as we now enter running clock. Martin bringing it up. Into Hutchins. With Hume. Into Hutchinson. Georgia Hume looking inside for Catherine Webb, who tries to keep it in. She will, but it will ultimately be turned over. Williams taking it the other way. Now Martin and Hutchins try and take that one back. That's me out of bounds. And that will do it for the third quarter as your Hawks lead the Lions by a score of 51-12.
Hawks are definitely having a wonderful night, and they're having their fun with this. And they are leaving the Lions with only 2 points scored in this third quarter.
Hello fans and welcome back as we get set for the start of the final action. As we enter the fourth quarter here with the Hawks up 39 and all 5 starters re-entering. And McLaughlin there with the block, but catching the player and the ball, so we'll send Williams to the line. As her first will fall. And she'll look to be the first player here for the Lions tonight to go 2 for 2 from the line. That one, however, not falling off the back of the rim. As now Tune is looking up. Now Hume. Snyder. Edwards with it now. It's McLaughlin. Snyder. Hume for 3. Wants to be no good, but rebounded by Edwards and now rebounded by McLaughlin. Tune driving inside. He's going to have Edwards. And she'll be able to answer on her second attempt. Edwards now with her first points of the second half, taking it up to 19 for her on the night. And so the Lions will keep it as Tune brushing that one away. Crouch now driving inside. Now over to the top of the key with Davidson. In the corner with Crouch. Crouch will drive inside the lane, and that's a fantastic floater there. Crouch with the majority of her team's points. That is a almost incredible play there by Tune behind the back. And ultimately nothing coming of it, but some great skill by Charlotte Tune.
The Hawks are looking definitely finished strong. All 5 of their starters out, ready to make some magic happen.
Davidson with it. Into Crouch. Crouch trying to float once again. That one off the backboard and unable to fall. Now Chin. And that one coming off of Davidson, and the Hawks will have it.
Gordon Hutchinson taking Webb, ball checking in for the Hawks.
Well, with the inbound into Snyder, and Snyder will draw the foul. Snyder 1 for 2 from the line so far today. So that one will fall off the front of the rim. And once again, the second time of asking, she'll get it to fall. Now 2 for 9, or 2 for 4. Now Crouch will have it. Trying to drive inside, looking to draw the foul there. Couldn't quite find it. As now Martin will have it. Martin looking for the screen from Hutchinson. And she'll drive inside. Unable to get that one to fall, but they will retain possession. Someone's into Snyder, and she'll get that one to fall. Molly Snyder now the third player in the game to hit double digits. Crouch. To Williams, over to Davidson. And to Williams. Crouch now trying to drive in the lane. We'll have Williams. Pump fakes the 3, drives inside. And in the paint will be blocked. And the Lions will have it on the baseline. Now, the foul will be called on Claire Martin, her 4th of the game, and it will send Alyssa Crouch to the line. So her first is nothing but nylon there, cutting the lead to 40. And the second time of asking, she'll be able to replicate that, and that'll be the first time tonight here the Lions are able to go 2 for 2 from the line. Now Hutchins over to Snyder. So find Hutchins. To Claire Martin. Martin driving inside, has got Webb. Webb now to Martin. Driving inside, the floater is up off the front of the rim and will be rebounded by Alex Duddleston. Crouch driving in, and she's going to be able to get another batch of points here.
Crouch being a key factor for the Lions tonight, trying to catch up to that 56-19.
As Webb is able to finish there, her first points of the game. Extending the lead back up to 39.
That makes 7 Charlotte Latin Hawks to score points tonight in this game.
And Martin with it. It's Snyder. Looking for Webb. Hutchins. It's Hutchinson. Webb in the paint for Hutchins. Webb looking to drive inside. Hutchinson there, unable to retain possession. And it will turn over into the hands of Williams. Now Dudleston will have it, rebounded by Hutchinson. A jump ball will be called, and the Hawks will have it with the possession arrow in their favour. So 20 seconds to go. Looks as if the Hawks may well just dribble this one out.
And definitely taking their time. Clock winding down.
And that will do it, as your Charlotte Latin Hawks will defeat the Hickory Grove Lions by 58-19. Maya, what are your takeaways from that game?
It definitely showed how strong and talented our Charlotte Latin Hawks are this season. You had Claire Martin, an 8th grader, several key factors. Your two seniors, Charlotte Toon and Lainey Edwards, with 16 and 19 points themselves respectively. And I think they're going to have a great season if this is only November.
The overall great start. Now that game putting the Hawks up to a record of 4-1, as next week they will take on Nation Ford in that game here once again in the SAC gym, as they look to continue on to 5-1. But at least for now they will celebrate today a convincing performance. And so we want to thank you for tuning in the booth. I've been Will Wood, joined by Mara Sniffen, and we will see you soon.